Regarding the purported altercation between WWE superstar Jacob Fatu and Triple H that allegedly took place backstage, a wrestling veteran recently offered his perspective on a significant assertion made by actual Bloodline member Rikishi. It is Conan who is the veteran this concerns. After capturing the WWE Tag Team Championship with Tama Tonga, Jacob became a household figure in the world of World Wrestling Entertainment. But on a SmackDown episode, Solo Sikoa demanded that the Samoan werewolf hand up his championship to Tonga Loa. A backstage altercation between Triple H, the company's chief creative officer, and Jacob Fatu allegedly began to circulate on social media after this section. Jacob was promised by Rikishi that he would never disrespect the game. However, Rikishi just disproved this. On an episode of Keeping It 100, wrestling legend Conan concurred with Rikishi's assessment, stating that, having known Jacob Fatu in person, he did not think the latter would engage in such behavior with Triple H. Rikishi voiced his opinion that WWE was moving too quickly in promoting Jacob Fatu on an episode of his Off the Top podcast. According to the Hall of Famer, Jacob should have more opportunities to showcase his skills in smaller matchups before taking on a challenger like Cody Rhodes. Despite the fierce rivalries that characterize professional wrestling, the real action often unfolds off the mat. A well-publicized incident in modern wrestling history is a conflict that took place behind the scenes between Triple H, a legendary WWE executive, and Jacob Fatu, a Samoan heavyweight. The wrestling industry is still reeling from the accusation that a veteran wrestler has just reaffirmed after months of rumors that began with WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi. According to rumors, Rikishi, a prominent member of the illustrious Wwe family dynasty, discussed an event in which Jacob Fatu, another prominent member of the same family and a star in Major League Wrestling, MLW, got into a heated argument with Triple H. The veteran who backed Rikishi's accusations said that this confrontation was more than a verbal scuffle. It was an opportunity to showcase Jacob Fatu's terrifying reputation behind the scenes. He will F***you up, the veteran allegedly remarked, further fueling the fire of curiosity. One must investigate the Wwe family's role in professional wrestling history in order to grasp the seriousness of this clash. Rikishi is only one member of a long line of powerful wrestlers. Others include Roman Reigns, the USOs, Yokozuna, and The Rock. The Wwe family is legendary in WWE and beyond, and Jacob Fatu is just another renowned relative who comes from this extraordinary heritage and has the same innate charm and wrestling skills. Famous for his performance in Major League Wrestling, MLW, Jacob Fatu has been renowned as one of the most formidable rivals in the industry. Fatu, a former MLW World Heavyweight Champion, is well known for his explosive, high-impact style that combines speed and strength in a manner that is both reminiscent of and distinct from his family's wrestling history. The wrestling world, and Triple H in particular, have taken note of his abilities, even if he isn't a regular fixture in WWE. The historic feud between Fatu and Triple H, now the head of creative and talent relations for WWE, was precipitated by this reputation, which he earned via his in-ring dominance and the respect he commanded backstage. The latest remarks made by Rikishi have reignited interest in the clash between Triple H and Jacob Fatu. However, details of the event have remained vague. The backstage confrontation with Triple H only served to inflame Fatu's already tense relationship with WWE, according to Rikishi's interview hints. Reportedly, the altercation took place during the evaluation process for a possible WWE contracts involving Jacob Fatu. Allegedly, Triple H, who is notoriously straightforward when it comes to managing talent, voiced his disapproval of Fatu's demeanor and behavior backstage. A meeting was placed in person as a result, and things became heated very fast. The details of the discussion are still unknown, but Jacob Fatu's unwavering support for Triple H was a surprise to many, considering Triple H's iconic stature in wrestling and his influential role in WWE's decision-making process. The senior wrestler who confirmed Rikishi's account said that Fatu refused to back down, demonstrating that he was unfazed by the game's dominance. "He won't be the type to bow down or kiss the ring," the veteran said. "If anything, Jacob Fatu's going to tell you straight up how he feels. And if you push him too far, he will F***k you up." Jacob Fatu is a guy of principle who refuses to compromise his identity, even when presented with the option to join WWE, the largest wrestling business in the world, according to Rikishi's description of the event. And this comment further supports that view. What this veteran means by saying Jacob Fatu will F***k you up says a lot about Fatu's character. Not only does this accurately portray Fatu as a performer and a guy, but it is also intentionally exaggerated to make him seem frightening. His Samoan upbringing instilled in him the values of respect and dignity. If you dare to cross Jacob Fatu, you should expect to face personal and professional repercussions. Even though Fatu is very talented, he has not yet made the leap to WWE. His respect in the locker room is a result of his harsh, no-nonsense demeanor. The political climate and business structure of WWE are well known, with the emphasis on playing the game frequently superseding in-ring events. That could be an obstacle for someone like Jacob Fatu, who insists on being himself and doesn't play by those norms. The veteran's praise for Fatu's resiliency further solidifies his reputation. It portrays him as an unyielding wrestler that not even Triple H can shape or control. This is what sets Fatu apart as a contemporary wrestling figure. He has the ability to change WWE for the better if given the opportunity, but he also won't change to fit in with corporate America. Throughout his career as a wrestling executive and performer, Triple H has been involved in several clashes. The confrontation with Fatu was probably seen by Triple H, who is known for his analytical approach to wrestling both in and out of the ring, as an opportunity to gauge the Samoan wrestler's reaction to intense scrutiny. Controlling a locker room, in Triple H's view, is more than just scheduling bouts. It also entails preserving harmony and dignity among the wrestlers. Jacob Fatu's refusal to give in may have been an act of rebellion, but it may have also won him the game's respect. Wrestlers are often expected to do what the boss says. Thus, Fatu stands out by refusing to do that. But this feud also shows how Triple H's wrestling persona and his jobs as a CEO are at odds with one another. Triple H may have seen parts of Fatu in himself, as he made a name for himself by always trying to be the hardest man in the room. Indeed, Triple H rose to the status of the game by defying the authority figures in the wrestling industry, notably Vince McMahon. Unfortunately, he is now on the receiving end of that dynamic as the one in control. In response to this tale, the wrestling community has shown both respect and interest. Wrestlers and fans have always held Jacob Fatu in high esteem for his abilities, but this new turn of events further establishes his image as a man who fights for what he believes in, even if it means facing off against a major player in the business. Fans have taken to social media to speculate on what may have happened if Fatu had joined WWE. Would a storyline or angle, including his encounter with Triple H, have catapulted him into WWE popularity on a mass level? Or was that chance lost to Fatu because he refused to play by WWE's rules? Jacob Fatu's stock has only gone up, but the wrestling world is still split on this topic. As Rikishi recounts it, and the veteran backs it up, the altercation between Triple H and Jacob Fatu backstage was an intriguing personality clash. On one hand, we have Triple H, the epitome of corporate power in WWE, a guy who has seen and experienced it all. Wrestler Jacob Fatu, whose ego, family history, and pride all work against him, is on the other side. While the truth behind that fateful day may remain a mystery to us fans, the anecdotes and urban legends that have grown out of it have only served to heighten the aura of mystery around Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu is definitely not a guy to be underestimated, regardless of whether he ever enters a WWE arena or keeps blazing his own path elsewhere. Anyone, even Triple H, would be well to take the veteran's advice and avoid him like the plague.